Welcome. This video is a perfect way to learn English through listening while enjoying relaxing scenes from nature and vibrant cityscapes. As you follow the story, pay attention to the words and phrases. Take your time and listen carefully. Let the calm, moving visuals of nature and city life help you relax and focus on improving your English skills. Sit back, enjoy the journey, and immerse yourself in the language and atmosphere. Let's begin. In the year 2095, in a towering skyscraper overlooking the bustling metropolis of Orion City, 7 influential business titans gathered. They were locked in an intense debate, each one convinced that their protégé was the most capable, destined to carry on the family's legacy. As the discussion grew more heated, the room filled with overlapping voices, each defending their own successor with pride. Suddenly, an elegant woman named Helena Crane leaned forward with a sly smile. "All right, enough with the boasting. If we all believe our heirs are the best, why not let them prove it?" The others fell silent, intrigued. Helena continued, "Let's send them to an abandoned zone, a remote island, perhaps, and set up a challenge. Whoever controls the most resources by the end of the game wins. Simple as that." The silence deepened until finally, a powerful man named Maxwell Drayton let out a booming laugh. "Ha, I'm in. Let's see what they're made of." And so, the plan was set in motion. Months later, a loud buzzing sound filled the small, cramped apartment where Milo Torres was trying to catch up on sleep. "Just 5 more minutes," he mumbled, slapping his alarm to silence it. But a moment later, his phone began to vibrate. Groaning, he rolled over and picked it up. It was his friend Lucas. Milo reluctantly answered, "Lucas, it's too early. What's up?" Lucas chuckled on the other end. "Did you hear the news, Milo? This might just be your lucky break." Milo sat up, rubbing his eyes. "I haven't been following the news. What's going on?" Lucas sounded excited. "The richest families are sending their heirs to an uncharted island, and they need help to conquer territory. And guess what? They're paying insane amounts." Milo was intrigued, thinking about his thinning wallet. "So, they need people to help. But what kind of help?" Lucas replied, "They're recruiting survival experts, strategists, medical assistants, even cooks. But they also need scavengers." "Scavengers?" Milo repeated, unsure. "You mean we'd be hunting for resources? I've got some survival skills from my camping days, but scavenging sounds risky." Lucas laughed. "Don't worry, you won't be in danger. The scavengers help locate resources and build shelters. You get paid by the amount of land your team controls. And given your situation, this could be exactly what you need." Milo thought about it. "All right, you have a point. Who's the best heir to work for?" "Oh, that's easy," Lucas said confidently. "Go for Zara Reed. She's got the most support, and everyone says she's the strongest contender. Just join her team. It's a safe bet." "Got it. I'll think about it," Milo replied, feeling both uncertain and excited. A few weeks later, Milo stood on the bustling docks, looking at the crowd of people around him. He saw Lucas waving from the distance and waved back. "Thanks for seeing me off, Lucas," Milo said, trying to hide his nerves. "No problem, Milo," Lucas replied, patting his shoulder. "Just remember, pick Zara's ship. She's the smart choice." Milo nodded, determined. "Don't worry, I'll make the right choice." As the announcement came over the loudspeakers, Milo found himself surrounded by hundreds of other participants. The announcer's voice crackled over the speakers. "Welcome, everyone. Choose your team carefully, you'll be committed to them." People immediately started moving towards Zara Reed's ship, and Milo knew that this was probably the best move. But as he watched, he noticed a smaller, quieter ship off to the side, with hardly anyone boarding. Curious, he overheard a nearby conversation. "Who's on that ship over there?" One man asked. Another shrugged. "That's Ezra Nightshade. No one's joining him because he's the underdog. They say he's inexperienced." Milo felt a pull toward Ezra's ship, knowing it was risky but intrigued by the underdog. Against his better judgment, Milo walked toward the nearly empty ship. Ezra looked up, surprised. "Hey," Milo said, smiling. "I'm Milo. It looks like you could use some help." Ezra's expression softened, grateful. "Thanks, Milo. I'm Ezra. I'm glad you're here." Milo shook his hand, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. For the first time in a long time, he felt like he was exactly where he needed to be. If you enjoyed this story with relaxing visuals in the background and would like more videos like this, let us know in the comments. Your feedback helps us create more content tailored just for you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.